Namaskar. Today it's May 21st, 2026. Welcome to day 69 of Satvik Yogi Path. Each year on March 14 begins my 100 days journey in returning to the essence of yoga in celebration of International Day of Yoga on June 21st. This year, I chose to revisit Maharishi Patanjali's Yoga Sūtra and share my daily practices inspired by it. This is Satvik Yogi Path, a simple, global way of living with clarity. Today, Yoga Sūtra 2.18, or the 18th Yoga Sūtra from the second chapter, Samadhi Path. The Yoga Sutra is Prakash Kriya Sthiti-sheelam Bhutendriyatmakam Bhogapavagartham Drishyam. Let us recite it once again. Prakash Kriya Sthiti-sheelam Bhutendriyatmakam Bhogo Pavargartham Drishyam. This sutra is about the seen, not the seer. The seen has the nature of illumination, activity, and stability. It is made of elements and senses, and it exists for experience and liberation. Yesterday, in day 68, we learned that duḥkha arises when the seer identifies with the seen, or the seer misidentifies itself as the seen. Today, Maharishi Patanjali explains what the seen actually is. He says, everything you experience, your thoughts, emotions, body, senses, reactions, habits, has three qualities. Everything that we experience has three qualities. What are these qualities? Illumination, that's one. Activity, kriya, that's two. Stability, sthil, sthit sheelam. So the three quality of everything that we experience, whether it's a thought, emotion, body, senses, reactions, habits, all these experiences have three qualities: illumination, activity, and stability. It is made of the elements and the senses, the experiences that we are talking about. It is made of the elements and the senses. And it exists for two purposes. What? Experience and liberation. And before I move on, I would love to give a shout out to Kayla Serpa 9847. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the 69th day of my 100 days yoga journey towards a celebration of International Day of Yoga. And by the way, today, May 21st, is, well, I celebrated International Day of Tea. If you're a tea lover, like I'm not a tea lover, that great a lover, but I do appreciate fine tea. But today it's World Meditation Day also. So let's get back to our sutra. The sutra recitation. Prakash kriya sthiti shilam bhutendriyatmakam bhogopavagarth drishyam. That's the 18th Yoga Sutra from the second chapter. Let us just break it down. Thank you so much. Let's break it down word by word to understand the meaning. Prakash. Prakash is a Sanskrit word, and it is illumination or illumination, which is the one of the quality, and this quality of illumination is sattva quality. Sattva. Then comes kriya, which is activity. Activity. Activity is the second quality, which is rajas. We are, hello. Oh, that's so nice. If that's an emoji, I've seen it for the first time. Thank you for sharing a new kind of emoji. So the second quality of all the experiences is rajas, which is activity. And then there is a third quality, which is tamas, and it is sthiti. And sthiti is stability. All experiences, all kind of experiences that we have, has three qualities. So prakash, which is sattva, illumination; kriya, which is activity; rajas. The third one is sthiti. Sthiti is stability, inertia. And that's tamas, the heaviness. Sheelam, whose nature is bhutindriyat, bhutendriyatkam, bhutendriyatmakam, which means made of elements and senses. And then comes bhoga, upper, apavarg, artham. Bhoga, apavarg, artham, for experience and liberation. Drishyam is the scene, which means the scene is made of illumination, activity, and stability. It consists of elements and senses, and it exists for experience and liberation. Well, these may sound very, very heavy word and too many words, but let us try and understand it a little bit better by first understanding Maharishi Patanjali's explanation. Thank you. K. Lesson Pi 9847. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. So Maharishi Patanjali is describing the nature and purpose of the scene. The scene has three qualities. These correspond to the gunas: the sattva, illumination, clarity, harmony; rajas, which is activity, the movement or desire; tamas, stability, inertia or the heaviness. And the scene is made of element and senses. Everything you can experience, body, mind, emotions, sensations, belongs to Prakriti, nature. The scene exists for two purposes: bhog, which is experience, and upper varg, liberation, clarity, freedom. So the world is not a trap, the world is a teacher. So I have an analogy of the classroom of life. So this world is the classroom. The seer is the student. Experience is the lesson. And liberation is the graduation. The classroom of life. The scene is not the enemy, it is the mirror through which the seer learns to see clearly. Everything I experience is here to help me see. So, our practices for today, we notice one experience, we identify its quality, illumination or activity or stability, and then we recognize it as a part of the scene, not the seer, the scene. Then we practice the gentle repetition of Om and we contemplate on clarity, bhavna. So let's begin our stillness practice. Sit and settle. That's our first practice. So to sit and settle, I'll take off my glasses. Sit and settle with your back and spine straight, with your chin slightly tucked in. You're looking at a point at the eye level right in front of you with a smile on your face. Breathe in and breathe out. You gently breathe in, breathe out. Now, with awareness, you breathe in, breathe out. You may place one hand gently over your navel. Breathe in, breathe out. And just open your eyes. And now you observe your current state. Your current state right here, right now, your current state. And then, and now your current state, and you name the quality. What is the current state? Is it illumination, sattva, or is it activity, rajas? Or is it heaviness, inertia, tamas? Just name it. And then, when you have named your current state, whether it's illumination, whether it's activity, or if it is heaviness, stability, inertia, You name it, and then you say internally, this is the scene. It could be your thought, your body, your emotion, any mind body experience field. This is the scene. And now we practice gentle repetition of Om. The rises from the belly, the O moves through the chest, and the softens at your lips. So let's do it 2 times. Place your hand gently over your navel or the nabhi and take a deep breath in, and with exhalation, we practice Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. And just stay like that. And now contemplating on clarity, that the experience helps me to see with clarity. So, your challenge for today, day 69, is that you would notice one moment today. Take a pause, notice one moment today, and ask, is this sattva, illumination, or is it activity, kriya, rajas, or is it stability, tamas, heaviness? Day 69 teaches us that the scene, the mind body experience field, has 3 qualities. It is made of elements and senses and exists for experience and liberation. When we understand the nature of the scene, we stop fighting life and begin learning from it. We start learning from life. Tomorrow we explore the stages of the gunas, the qualities, how the scene evolves from the subtle to the gross. We meet again tomorrow. Until then, stay warm, stay open, and most importantly, stay honest to your own story. I thank you for your presence and practicing with me. Thank you.